Look at this face, I know the years are showing. Look at this life, I still don't know where it's going. I don't know much, but I know I love you. And that may be all I need to know.
Look at these eyes, they've never seen what matters. Look at these dreams, so big and so better.
I don't know much, but I know I love you. And that may be all I need to know. So many questions, still left unanswered. So much I've never broken through.
And when I feel you near me, sometimes I see so clearly
The only truth I've ever known is me and you. Look at this man, so blessed with inspiration. Look at this soul, still searching for salvation. I don't know much, but I know I love you. And that may be all I need to know. I don't know much, but I know I love you. That may be all I need to know. I don't know much, but I know I love you. That may be all there is to know. Whoa.
So a while back I was downloading game IDs from chess.com, and this game that I rewinded, that I replayed, is one of the earliest chess game by Roy de Lopez Segura versus Roy Lopez was the white player, and then the black player was Leonardo da Corti. And so that's a 1560 game. A year is 1560, and it was played in Madrid, Spain. Yeah, 1560. Okay, and so the game ended with black player Leonardo resigning. So there's still some moves that the black player can do, but he resigned. And so I think in the beginning it wasn't actually quite clear that the white player will win, that Roy Lopez. So the black bishop was threatening the white queen and the white knight. But what he did was he moved his bishop, his white bishop, and to the adjacent space of the black king, capturing the white pawn. And I guess, for a novice player, you might think like that's not a good move because it's capturing a pawn and endangering the bishop. And yes, the bishop was actually captured by the black player, but by doing so, it created this sequence of the king constantly being checked by the white knight. The white knight was actually able to escape that diagonal danger zone, and the black bishop wasn't able to do anything because the white knight was then able to check the king. It gives the knight, the white player, a chance to change the position, by restricting movement of the black player. So eventually the situation got reversed. The white queen was able to capture the black bishop, and when the black knight tried to endanger the white queen, was able to move into the line of sight of the king, so checking the king. So there's now two pieces checking the king: the white knight and the white queen. And the black queen, tried its best to protect the king, but eventually was captured. And that capture in itself is actually quite brilliant because it lured again the king, because the accompanying knight was actually, by the king moving into that space, the white knight next move was to again check the king. But by then, the player, Leonardo, he resigned. So we don't know what could have happened. Was there a possibility of a turnaround? We don't know, because the black player then resigned. So in this presentation, we have two new UI dashboards, and then the UI dashboard that's purposely made for replaying historical games, and the other dashboard that actually compares what the selections were versus what the chess, what CMP Marian would have chosen. So it's very close. When grading it was like around 90%, so around over 90%. So the difference was in the beginning. It has a different, in the beginning, in the opening line. So those were not, the players chose not rank 1, but actually towards the end, it was the chosen selections were actually, especially for white, it was all rank 1. It was what the computer Marian would have chosen. So